Vigilante Williamson here with a clip from my show.
So I want to talk about this. Maybe you've seen this. Maybe you haven't. This is I Am Not Starfire. And this is actually very sad, right? Because AT&T and Warner Media pretty much are laying people off on a quarterly basis. And we're not talking small layoffs. We're talking thousands and thousands of people losing their jobs pretty much every quarter the past few quarters. And I unfortunately think it will continue, right? Let me actually go to another article on this. The potential release date for this mess is August 10th, 2021. There are rumors that there won't even be a DC Comics by August 10th, 2021, that they'll stop publishing by June. I don't believe those rumors, but the fact that they're out there just lets you know how dire the situation is. Yet, we still have this person, and I showed her a picture not to shame her, but to show this picture to let you know, yes, this is a self-insert. There's no doubt about that, right? Putting out books. And to go back to the time frame, this predates this. It was announced in 2019. So that's when this sort of thing was started. Why is this happening? Who is this for? Who is the intended audience for this comic book? Let me get into the story. DC Comics introduces gay and overweight daughter of Starfire. Oh, one other question. Who is the baby daddy? And I hate to just be that guy. Is it the Penguin? You would think it would be Nightwing, but who in the world knows? And I haven't seen anything talking about that. But let's get into the story. DC Comics introduced a brand new character in the form of Starfire's daughter with the announcement of their new young adult comic, I Am Not Starfire. Based on a press release obtained by Bleeding Cool, the comic follows the high school shenanigans of 17-year-old Mandy Corlander, who is apparently the complete opposite of her mother, Corlander. The press release explains that Mandy is a high school outcast, that she is constantly trying to get out from under the shadow. It says hour from under, so that threw me off. Out from under the shadow of her bright, bubbly, scantily clad, and famous mother. In order to do so, she dyes her hair bright orange, or she dyes her bright orange hair black, and spends her day at school avoiding Teen Titan superfans. I mean, she's not a Teen Titan anymore. She has to be in her 40s. And trying to hide her feelings for the gorgeous, popular, and perfect Claire. She also tries to avoid spending time with her mother, and when she's not doing that, which I don't know, avoid spending time, that's actually a negative thing, it's not an active thing. But when you're not doing that, the press release implies that one of the main conflicts of the book is the fact that she walked out her SAT. And I don't know how you feel about college. I mean, if you're going to go to trade school, I guess you can do that. There's more to it, but you get the gist. This is, and it compares it to Gotham High, because they did this earlier in the year. They're doing this young adult push, these young adult graphic novels. And are people in the young adult genre really going to buy this? And in fact, in reference to Gotham High, and I don't have anything up on it, so I apologize, but I believe this got returned a lot, because this being considered a book or a novel as opposed to a comic and being sent to bookstores, they're able to return a lot of this stuff. So there's a huge financial, pitfall for this. Oh, wow. This is the rank. Oh, Lord. Thank God I wasn't signed in. I thought I was going to dox myself. I'm not signing in this browser. I'm like, oh, shoot, shouldn't have did that. But I'm cool. So yeah, this is where we are for Gotham High. And honestly, Gotham High seems at least more interesting than this. They both seem like trash. But who is this for? I mean, who knows? I'm hoping it's a great comic. I hope it's a great, I wish everyone the best. So yeah, I'm not optimistic about this. It's very sad, again, when you have a comic industry in the issues, in the situation it is, and the parent company, both of these parent companies, as far as the major two comic companies have so much going on in the negative as far as the money. And just as quick aside, in general, I don't know how the entertainment industry can last long term, because they're basically going the ringtone route of the music industry where everything's digital, and I don't see how they generate enough money digital only. I don't see how you can have blockbuster movies to how can you make a $200 million movie digitally? As far as how you make that money back, how do you have $1 billion profit on a movie? And why is that interesting for this comic book company? Well, they're major corporations now. They're not single comic book companies. So there's not enough money, especially when AT&T is hemorrhaging money, to keep stuff like this afloat anymore. It's not 2019 when this was announced. When even then there were issues. The comic industry was dying. It's not 2018, not 2012. It's not any year where you can afford to produce something that isn't going to sell. And this is almost as like, are you guys you're so busy trying to troll people. And maybe you're not. Maybe this is a genuine attempt at making a something that people will buy, but it does not seem like it, because I could not tell you who the target audience for this is. Do you think young adult readers are really going to read this? And what evidence, show me a receipt that says that it will happen. I don't see it happening. I think this is sad.